Okay, I noticed there are a few guys having problem loading these trailers because they need to fuel trucks. So let me see if I can help you guys. And this is not perfectly, but this will get the job done and fast, so you can calculate it fast. Okay, the first thing you have to understand is that you have a maximum allowed DOT weight, Department of Transportation weight limit on the highway. So that will be an 80,000 pound limit. So what you do when you get to the customer, you weigh your tractor and your trailer, and you get that number recorded there and subtract it. And that is the amount of payload that you can carry. But most of the time, what happens is the customer will give you an amount that they want you to load. In this case, it's 6,800 gallons. But if they pay you by the gallons, you can do the math, subtract your empty weight to the maximum allowed weight, and that will give you your payload. And this is where it becomes the tricky part. Once you establish your payload, now you have to divide it into compartments. And not all the trailers are the same. So they all have different shapes and different sizes. So the way I do easily is I get the lowest number or the smallest compartment, and I try to fill that one to the top or within 10% of the top of the maximum space in that tank. So for example, this is 1,000 gallon compartment. So what I do the math, I do a percentage, a simple percentage. Now to obtain the percentage, you must know each one of them. So what you do, you add them up. 2,500 gallons plus 1,500 gallons plus 1,000 gallons plus 1,500 gallons plus 2,700 gallons, and that work out about 9,200 gallons. So you do your formula, your percentage formula, and you say, I have 1,000 gallons, or 1,000 gallons is what percentage of 9,200. So you multiply 1,000 by 100 and divide it by 9,200, and that will give you the 10 percentage on in this case on the tank. But you can actually go all the way to about maybe I say 5%. I will not quote it any shorter than 5%, because you have to allow the product to expand in there. So when I establish the maximum amount of gallons, no pounds, gallons, that I introduce into the lowest number, now what I do, I subtract that number in gallons from the customer amount that they giving me. So that will work out 6,800 gallons minus 900, it will be 5,900 gallons. So now I divided that by 4 compartments left, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that will give me an equal amount. So now I have that trailer fairly close to balance, because I have the same amount in each compartment, and the center of the trailer, where the pivot point is all the way to the top, is full. So it should not move in any direction. So it should be just established in that center of gravity. Now, this is a rule of thumb, of course. This is if you don't know your equipment, because now you have equipment outside this trailer, and you have to know your machine. You have to know your trailer. For example, some people carry water tanks, some people carry pumps, and so on, and also on your center of gravity in the trailer, where that trailer is riding. So to calculate that, use percentage. And it is very simple. What you do, you get the 92 gallons allowed in the total amount of trailer, and do percentage. Do a percentage on each individual compartment, right? For example, let me give you an example. 2,500 gallon is what percentage of 9,200 gallons? So what you do, you multiply 2,500 by 100 divided by 9,200, and that will work out about what, 27%. So that will be at 27%. So what you do now, you get 27% of this number, and the amount is what you load on, and you do repeat that, and repeat that, and repeat that. So now when you finish, it should be balanced all the way across, because it's by percentage. You put in the same percentage in each compartment. Remember that this compartment is a little larger than the rear one, so that means that you can put more. These two are similar. So, but if you load it by percentage, it's a little more stable, because the liquid is all the way across the same height, but not necessarily will balance, because if you have more weight on the rear, you want to move it to the front. So that percentage does not work. So always remember the rule of thumb: balance like a pyramid. You see, the highest the level on the tank, 900, is 90% of this tank. But this one, 1475, is what? It's about, I say, what, somewhere around, let me calculate that. It's about 1360, somewhere around 1360 gallons should be about halfway mark out there, or the 27%. So as you see, as you make your pivot point, you have a better chance to be balanced than do it by percentage. If you understand what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, if you do not know your trailer, if you have no idea what the trailer looks like, how heavy it is, load it like a pyramid. Once you establish your trailer, once you start learning what it weighs on each individual axles and the equipment that you move in, then you can do percentage. But it is very simple. Maximum allowed weight, subtract the empty weight, that will give you the payload. The payload, you load the maximum amount on the smallest compartment, divide it, and the result, just load it. Now notice this, 1,500 gallons, 1475. So it's going to be pretty close to the top, to full. So these 1, 2, and 3 are going to be full, and this one are going to be probably about 75% of the amount of the capacity of the tank. So that will put all the way in the center, basically completely balanced, and that is the key right there, balancing the trailer and not exceeding the 80,000 pounds. Of course, the higher you have the load, the easier it will be to roll over. So that is why it's important to utilize percentage when you establish your work relation with the machine, with the trailer. Then you can start utilizing percentage, and that's it. And always remember, pretty much all these how can I say, cleaning products or alcohol, ethanol, and all that weigh about 6.8 per gallon. So if you want to maximize your payload, take whatever the result is from the subtraction of the 80,000 pounds and your empty weight, and multiply by 6.8, and that will give you the result. Basically, if you get 6,800 gallons times 6.8, work out about what? 46,000. Oh, I wrote it down right here. 46,240 pounds. So if you increase your payload because you have less weight on the empty weight, this number is going to go up and up and up. Never let it exceed the total amount of 80,000 pounds. Well, I hope this will help you, and I'm sorry that I'm not that good of a teacher, but in a nutshell, low like a pyramid, and I can guarantee you the 99% of the time you're going to be correct. That is pretty high. Saludos.